an honest review of being a YouTuber for 1 month. This shit's hard. No, it's easy. It's just hard, like, doing it, committing to it, okay? And I know that sounds so dumb, right? Because I feel like people are working their jobs, their 9-to-5 jobs, and they're like, shit, if I wasn't in my 9-to-5 job, I'd be out there pumping videos out. And I swear to God, that's what I thought too. And I'm getting closer to that. I'm getting closer to that, I swear to you. So I started making videos on July 12th. It is now August 10th, 2024. I have tried to make videos in the past, but I don't know. I think it's like an insecurity or like a self-worth issue that I previously had. And it's like, I thought I was over that. I have a hair on my lip. And I thought I was over that. And then 2024 came along. So my path started with going to Unleash the Power Within. Unleash the Power Within is an event put on by Tony Robbins, the great and powerful Tony Robbins, who I love to death. And it was a Zoom event, so I didn't like meet him or something, but it was amazing. And at this Zoom event, I remember that we had to go in these little rooms. So it was like, you know, there was thousands of people at the event, but there might be, you know, 3 people in your little room, Zoom room, as it were. And I remember this one time we went in there and Tony I don't even remember what he was talking about, but something about, you know, setting intention and figuring out your life's purpose. And it was my turn to share in this small Zoom room. And I said, well, you know, I really hope that he's going to talk more about like how to figure out our life purpose, because like once I know my life purpose, like I'm going to freaking go 100 miles an hour. But I don't know what my life purpose is. And this guy, thank God for this guy in this Zoom room, was like, Tony pretty much says that like you probably already know what you're meant to do, and you're just telling yourself that you don't know what you're meant to do, because if you if you told yourself and admitted to yourself that you do know what you want to do, then you're gonna have to fucking do it. And when that dude said that, I knew what I needed to do, what I wanted to do, what I was called to do, what I was born to do. And that was, for the lack of a better word, share videos. Share the things that I'm learning. Learn how to become a better content creator. Essentially, create content. But in a different way than I ever had before. So I was doing stand-up. I was doing like in live in person. Okay? And I didn't find that happiness and fulfillment in the stand-up. Was I good? I think. For a beginner. Did I have potential? Hell yeah. But I didn't have that drive that other comedians had, which was like, you hang out with comedians and their goal in life is to be a travel stand-up comedian, being out at the bars till 2 a.m. to like, you know, essentially get the bar owners to like them and favor them and let them get up and do the stand-up. Now that's an exaggeration, but I didn't want to do that. If I'm up past midnight, it's because I'm binge watching something on Netflix. It's not because I'm out and about. And side note, I don't really drink anymore. So what's the fucking point? Honestly, what's the point of being at a bar till 2 a.m.? No, I'm sorry. I know the point. You can hang out with people and shit. But what I'm saying is this. I knew that I needed to make videos because I knew that that was my path. You hear what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even necessarily that I knew where this path was going to lead. I just knew that I needed to start the path. So one of my main people that I love more than like, I just love him so much, his name is Wayne Dyer. And Wayne Dyer died a while ago, 5-10 years ago, okay? And he's written like 60-something books. And whenever I ingest Wayne Dyer's material and his talks, I feel moved. I feel inspired. I feel seen. I feel love for him and loved by him, okay? And I knew at a certain point, I want to be like Wayne Dyer, okay? And not like I want to be a copy of another person, but like the thing that Wayne Dyer provides for others and the thing Wayne Dyer gets from others and from life is so fulfilling, and that's what I want as well. And I know that a lot of times I can have these like voices, these negative, limiting belief, like ego voices that tell me that, well, I don't have anything sort of important to say. Nobody's going to listen to me because, you know, everything's already been said before. And yet I think about Wayne and I'm like, Wayne, 50% of Wayne's freaking talks are him literally telling you a quote, telling you an idea he read about, just regurgitating shit. It's like a pastor. I grew up in like basically a cult, but I always wanted to be a pastor, a preacher, a missionary, specifically. Which of course my cult wouldn't allow because, oops. But what I realized through experiencing Wayne and experiencing other, you know, I'll call them gurus, even Tony Robbins, is that I want to impact other people's life in a positive way. And at the end of the day, when I learn something that feels so good and it really just shifts things within me internally, I want to share that because I think that that's powerful. Awareness is powerful. I follow Aaron Doughty on YouTube, and I have since like 2018. And I'm telling you, Aaron, it's very similar. He learns things and then he wants to tell people because he knows that it's so valuable. And sharing this valuable information makes him feel amazing. And it makes us feel amazing. So anyway, so back to Unleash the Power Within. So the guy says that to me in this small Zoom room. And then I'm like, oh shit, I need to make videos. So then I think because I know this, I'm going to, the second I leave out of there, which was a Monday, I'm going to devote my life to it, okay? Because I didn't have a job. And I was staying with my parents. And I'm going to go ahead and change that word from was to is, am. Okay? Still don't have a job, still with my parents. And I literally got home that Monday and I froze. I froze in fear. And then it took me about a month till I got, well, that was the last week of March. So I had to do April, May, June. It was like 3 months and a couple weeks until I started making YouTube videos. But I will give myself this benefit and say that I had to get myself a mentor. I had to get myself a mentor, and that mentor, I think it was like within April. So it was about a month after leaving Unleash the Power Within. I said to myself, I'm going to reach out to one of those people from like the Unleash the Power Within Facebook group. And I'm going to say, can you be my accountability partner? You know, to where we talk every week. And then I say, I'm going to put out a video every day, or I'm going to put out a video, 3 videos or whatever it is. And at the time I was going to do TikTok. But then of course I found, and so he said yes. And it's been amazing. And I've been doing that ever since. 3 videos a day on TikTok. And what's wild is I did have a video go viral on TikTok. But it wasn't a video that meant anything to my heart. It was just like one of those funny videos that, gets a lot of views. And it was kind of, I guess, controversial. So it got a lot of comments. But it didn't change my life. I didn't get paid for it. You know what I mean? It was just like, it was just sort of like what it was a wake-up call. I said, remember the whole point, you're doing this, which is to share with others. And what all teachers know, which is that when you teach, you learn. And I knew that those TikTok videos weren't enriching my soul, my life, or the life of others. Now, maybe in a sense, just like any sort of entertainment is, allowing somebody to sort of like numb the pain of their life for a little bit. But I decided that I really wanted to do more long form and really just like help empower people and help empower myself, because what's wild is to think that most of the YouTubers that you know, I mean, this is an exaggeration because I don't know who you know, but most of the YouTubers I know, they had to start from somewhere. And so my biggest challenge these days is reminding myself every single day that I'm made for this and that I'm worth it and that what I have to say is valuable. And that even if the only value that is gained from making and putting out a video and not taking it down is the value of having integrity within myself and getting better, then that's very, very, very valuable. Because my struggle right now is like, I'm going to have to start making some money. You know what I mean? And I'm going to have to possibly go back and work for the man. But either way, I don't want this to stop, because I know that this is my path. And so that's why even when I get scared and frustrated and nervous and all that, I'm still deeply happy because I'm doing it, guys. So that's my checkup for this week. My first checkup.